everybody. How is everybody doing? So I'm using a microphone that Adam's making me use. So can everybody hear me? Let me know if you can hear me and we'll get started. So hello. Oops, just a little bit in. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Adam's saying yeah, but hopefully you guys can all hear me. Okay, now we can. Hear you fine. Okay, great. All right, thank you. So good. So tonight we're gonna do our regular Thursday night. We got Angel Light on back here, so we're ready to go. Thank you. I want to first just really quick say thank you to everybody who sent Lucy messages and sent us messages about Lucy, and for all your love and compassion and everything. We were just overwhelmed. So thank you so much for that. Tonight's episode is dedicated to Lucy. So if any donations come in, there's Sherry right there. They're going to go to Lucy causes. So they're going to go to Lucy's vet, and they're going to go to Lucy's, the SPCA where we adopted Lucy. So that it will be dedicated to her tonight. But we will do our regular old thing of current events and politics. So whatever you guys want to talk about is great. Let me just quickly say thank you so much to Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. I really appreciate that. Okay, guys, so let's get started. Where shall we begin? Where should we begin? It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Okay, so I'll read the questions. They're a little small. So are Republicans planning to pose as Democratic candidates in future upcoming elections? Yeah, that was a weird thing that was out there. So let me see. So I'm hearing hard to hide. So I feel like, oh my gosh, I just looked at all those donations are there. It seems like it was hard to hide. So I feel like there's just too much out there about people now that they can't really do that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's too hard. They're saying it's too hard to hide, so they can't. It's not going to work. They may have an idea about something like that, but it's not going to go. It's too yeah, it's not going to work. So let me just say thank you to these people that just gave to. I just missed all of this. I just put my head down and then I put it back up and everything was there. Thank you, Tish. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Wendy. And Heather, thank you, Heather. Thank you, BB Jet. Thanks, you guys. Oh, thank you, Swiss Dots. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so thank you very much, you guys. All right, so next question. So it looks like no, they're not going to be able to do that. There's too much out there. It's too hard to hide who you are anymore. You can't do it. Okay. Will Australia's PM be voted out in March or earlier? He is dangerously avoiding tackling the issue of climate change. Australia's PM. Thank you, Suzanne. PM. Someone just said he's leaving. So he's leaving. I don't know how soon. I'm not getting a feeling of how soon it will be, but I feel like and he's not popular. I get this feeling like they like, yeah, I don't, I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't know much about him, but they said he's leaving. So, um, and he doesn't feel like he's very popular. Like people don't really like him that much. Um, and he feels like he's slipping. There's something, yeah, he's on it like a downhill decline. Um, but it feels like popularity. It doesn't feel like health. It feels like popularity. So that's what it feels like. So, okay. Goodbye, sir. Go away, sir. What's Steve Bannon's energy today? Besides having the power of a slug. He does have the power of a slug. Okay, so let me see. Steve Bannon. He feels very uneasy. The one thing about people like Steve Bannon is when you kind of tune into them, they have an air of kind of like cockiness, confidence that is that's just there, but he feels like he's a little scrambly right now. He's scrambling a little bit. Um, and I feel like he's covering his bases, like he's trying to talk to people and making sure that everybody's going to say and do the right thing. Oh, thank you, Anne. Thank you very much. Thank you. In memory, beautiful Lucy. It feels like he's kind of trying to make sure that everybody's in line and everything's in line. So that's what he feels like. It's unusual for him. Usually he feels like he's, Mr. Big. He has everything under control. He doesn't feel like that right now. He feels very uneasy. Thank you, Rita. Thank you. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's unusual for him, but he does not, this has rattled him. Let's just put it that way. This has rattled him. Okay. The FBI set up tip line. R.E. Brett Kavanaugh, which got 4,500 items, gave all to Trump White House. Will Merrick Garland follow up on tips? Will they impact Kavanaugh's Supreme Court seat? Okay. Let's go back into that Kavanaugh energy. Thank you, Prince Charming's mom. I just feel like a wave hit him. So there's something big coming for that guy. I can't put and that's why I'm just like sitting here in silence. I can't put my finger on if it is Merrick Garland. But something big is about to hit that guy because it knocks him down. It's like a wave hits him. It's that big of an upset. And I want to say he's out. He's gone. It doesn't, it feels more like money. It doesn't feel like a women kind of that kind of scandal. It feels like money, something with money. But it hits him hard. I feel like it's something illegal. I don't think it's legal. A third party. Somebody just said a third party. So something with a third party with money, but it's about to hit him. So interesting. But it feels illegal. It feels like it wasn't legal, or it's not legal. Something about it is not legal. So he has to go. He's got to go. So that's interesting. That's what I was not expecting that at all. So yeah, that's what I got for him. Weird. Really weird. And we finally got our raid. It was that Russian guy, the oligarch that's connected to Paul Manafort and Trump. We'll see what comes of it. But yeah. So a few people sent me that to me and said, there's the raid. But yeah, I knew it was somebody that was connected to Trump. I didn't know. I thought it could be like one of his kids. It felt that close, but Russia, whatever. Kavanaugh had a ton of debt that mysteriously vanished. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then that would be in line with what I'm getting. Is it something to do with money and a third party? So, but it wasn't legal. Whatever they did, or whatever this that I'm feeling, it's like that's not legal. You can't do that. You're out. You got to go. Thank you, Celeste. Thank you. Thank you, guys. What will become of red states currently stacking their election officials with Republican Trumpers? Will they be successful cheating? Okay. This is the stuff that keeps us awake at night, right? This is this kind of stuff. So I feel like there are a few like Trumpers or whatever that get put in place, but I feel like it's not, and it's so typical of the Republicans, but they're saying it's not as easy. Yeah, I'm getting chills with this. It's not as easy as they think. So they have thought of one. It's almost like they've put their eggs in one basket, thinking all we have to do is this. But it's like, but no, you can't do that because there's this. So it feels like they've only thought of one piece of the puzzle. They think they're being so clever, and it's like, but they can't. It's not that easy, is what I'm feeling like, and I'm getting chills with that. So it's like they think they're being clever, they think they're being sneaky, but it's not enough. They're not thinking it through once again, because this is what they do, but it does feel like it's not going to be successful because they're not thinking it through. There are remedies, or there's other things that they're not thinking about that can be brought up or brought to the forefront. So I feel like even if they put a few people in place, don't panic, but because it just feels like it doesn't work. It's not going to work. They haven't thought of everything. They haven't thought it through. It reminds me so much of, you remember before the election, they kept trying all these things with the post office, and they kept trying all these other things. And I kept getting the message like it's too soon. With that, felt like it was timing. It felt like the timing was off. Had they done it closer to the election, it may have worked, but the timing was off. And it feels like the same kind of thing. It's like they have not thought this through. They're not thinking about this all the way. They're just doing little bits and pieces that they think, oh, this is what went wrong before, so this will work. It's like, no, it's not that simple. So I'm comfortable in saying it's not going to go the way they think it is. And right, they're screwing themselves with their own voters. Their own voters are dying. I mean, they're literally killing their own voters right now with COVID, and they're going to cut off, mail-in voting in red states and all. I mean, just ridiculous stuff that's going to hurt them. So yeah. Okay. What are Ivanka and Jared doing nowadays? Are they scared? Thank you, Marianne. Thank you. I just heard offshore. I think they're moving their money and moving. I feel like they're moving their money, but I feel like they're also moving like how they make money out of the country, so that it's not here. I feel like they're really afraid of losing everything. To me, it feels like it feels weird, but it almost feels like they're moving it like away from Trump, like away from the Trump name, away from Trump. I'm not that the Kushner name's any better, but it feels like it's like they want to like move away from that name. And it's out of the country, offshore. So that's where their mind is right now. It's we need to start protecting our assets and our stuff and separate it from dad if we can, because it feels like they're trying to like move away from Trump and Trump org and all that stuff. It feels like they're trying, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I think they're just too intertwined. And it feels like they're doing it in secret, like they're not telling anybody, like Trump doesn't even know. Because I feel like Trump would be angry if he thought, you're trying to avoid me, I made you, whatever. But it does feel like they're like hiding it from everybody. Because it feels very like sneaky and like in the dead of night, like it feels like it's nobody knows what they're doing and how they're moving things around. And I feel like they're hiding it from other family members. So I don't know if this has something to do with some of the lawsuits or whatever. I don't know who's getting sued over what. I've lost track. So, but it feels almost like even family members don't know we have it. Like, I wish I could. It's hard when you only spend a couple minutes on each question because you want to like dig in. It's like if I had like a whole 20 minutes, I could probably like tear this apart, but it feels like it's in secret. They don't even want family members to know they're doing this. I feel like they don't even know. Because I feel like they're consulting with people that are nothing to do with the Trumps. Like they're a completely different group of people. And if their dad knew, he'd be furious. So that's what I got. So that's what they're doing nowadays. They're trying to hang on to their every dime and nickel they can. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody there. Did I miss anybody? Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Marianne. Okay. Thanks. All right. What is the future of excellent Katie Porter? Oh, she's amazing. I think she's going to move to the Senate. She's a representative, right? Because I feel like she's moving to the Senate. Somebody just said senator. Yeah, I think she's going to move to the Senate. But I also see her holding a cabinet position at some point too. It seems like something like, to me, it feels like something to do with like consumer something or ethics something like that. Something like that. Ethics something or consumer ethics or something like that. But it's like a cabinet thing. But that feels like that's later. It doesn't feel like it's right around the corner of Senate. It feels like it's soon. Okay, yeah, she's a rep now. Yeah, I think she's going to do it. I think she is going to go to the Senate. Because that's what it just, yeah, if that's what it feels like. So great. That would be great. What will become of Trump's new social media platform, Truth Social, which is neither truth nor social? Yes. Is that an Adam thing? It will probably go. I mean, I could probably guess this one. I'm going to look into it, but I would guess it would go the same way of the way of Trump steaks and Trump water and all of that other garbage he tries to pawn off on people. So let's find out, though. Let me ask. So there'll be people on it, but it's almost like he doesn't quite know what to do with it. That he's not very he knows how to spout off and stuff like that, but he doesn't really know how to properly kind of run something like that. And it just feels like it's kind of like somebody just said the same old people. So it seems like there might be like the same people on it all the time, and it's just those people. But it doesn't feel like it's this. It doesn't feel like it's like Twitter or something like that. It doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like this a little rinky-dink thing that he doesn't really know what to do with. And when it's his thing, it's like he's not gonna like he's not going to rely on experts and stuff. He's not going to do that kind of homework, but it just feels like he kind of thinks he can just go on and be him and it's just going to be a success. And it's not like that at all. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to running something like that. And he doesn't get that. But there'll be people on it, but it's that they keep saying the same old people. So it's like, it'll be like, you'll see these same people like on it over and over again. It's not like it's going to grow into this big thing. It's just kind of, a nothing. Will Al Franken ever run for something again? I keep hearing governor. I don't know what state he's in. I keep hearing governor, though. So he may run for governor. I feel like it might be something kind of, to me, it feels like I can do something right here. So it feels like it may be something more like to his area, but I keep hearing governor. So he may run for governor of wherever he's from. Where is he from again? Do you know, Adam? Oh, Minnesota. Thank you. Yeah, I think he may run for governor at some point. I don't really see him back in Washington, at least not in the same way that he was. But gosh, it feels like governor. Okay, so yeah, I keep hearing governor. Gotta go with it. Gotta go with it. Why are so many tarot readers, psychics, mediums, etc. also anti-vaxxers? Are they? That's weird. Okay. Interesting. So there's a couple of things. So I'll just there's a couple of things. One is that sometimes they're saying like it can cross like a wanting to keep yourself kind of like clean and you know, like healthy and that kind of thing, and kind of have no nothing unnatural in your system or in your, that kind of thing, that it can kind of cross over sometimes into stuff that is like medicine. Because it feels like that's part of it, is like I want to keep my system clear or clean or something. And then also when it comes to, I'm laughing because my guides know I know this to be true, but my guides are saying this to be true as well, that a lot of times with people with themselves, with their own families, they have a harder time reading and a harder time getting information that is totally, unbiased, basically. And so if they are asking the question for themselves, but they don't want to get the vaccine, they might be kind of biased in what they're getting. It doesn't mean they're a bad psychic or they're a bad tarot reader or anything. It is really, really hard for a lot of tarot readers and psychics and mediums to get information for themselves. That's why they'll go to other people. It's kind of like cutting your own hair. Cut your own hair. You go to a hairdresser, but it is kind of, it is like that sometimes. And the only time I use tools is when I am reading for myself or my family, because I am biased, right? I want everything to work out perfectly for my family. So I know I can have that bias sometimes. So I'll use other tools. So they might get maybe more information, or information that might, be more accurate if they use maybe tools or use something, because they might be biased just because it's them or their own family. So that's what I've got. So I hope that makes sense. So there's like a couple of reasons is how they put it. So yeah, I've cut my own hair too. Bonds, I had to do it during the pandemic and it was a disaster. Okay. Will and when will DeJoy be gone from the post office? Oh my God, I know that guy. And he's so just loathsome. He's such one of those characters where you're just like, ugh, just go away. As Adam likes to say, he has a punchable face. We're totally nonviolent in our family, but it is like he has one of those faces where you're just like, just go away. Okay, so 1 second. It's that kind of arrogant smirk that he has. Okay, so let's see where we are with this. So I heard it's in the works. So I feel like they're moving towards that. It's just I also feel like there's some things they want to get in place first. But they're aware of what he's doing and they're aware of how to fix it. They're completely aware of what's going on. So it's not as if they're like, not keeping an eye on him. They know exactly what's going on. So I just want to put your mind at ease there. I feel like my mind is at ease knowing that they know exactly what's going on. It's in the works. They need to put something or somebody in place. I feel like there's a few people in place and then it's like he goes. So there you go. And we just we have to just manifest that man gone. I mean, I honestly I cannot with him. It makes me so angry. He's done so much damage. Okay. Did the raids on Russia oligarch? That's the raids we saw. Oligarch Deripaska in DC and New York and NYC have links to Moscow Mitch. Yes, for entertainment purposes only. This is a whole for entertainment purposes only. But it was so funny because remember, I kept seeing 2 locations and I kept saying, I think it's a home and an office or an office and a home or 2 homes. But it was 2 locations. So this was the guy. And I knew it had to do with Trump. So, okay, 1 second. And I guess Paul Manafort too, is he's connected to. Deripaska. This is the guy I keep seeing that is so angry at Putin. They are angry with him right now. I'm telling you that he is losing favor with the oligarchs. They are really angry with him right now. What were they looking for? What are they looking for? Oh, I just heard money laundering. Dark money. Do you think this is going to be one of the dark money people? Oh. I feel like this has more to do with Trump, but I feel like it's linked to other politicians. I don't know if Mitch McConnell will be one, but I feel like it's linked to other politicians. And even like for some reason, like lawyers are coming up as well. I don't know what this guy. He's really angry about this though, and he's really like worried about what they took, what they got. Because I feel like there's like they're trying to like move ahead, like make steps or make like uh trying to make steps to fix things, but it's not possible with what they took. Julian Assange is coming up too. That's a name we haven't heard in a while, huh? Julian Assange is coming. Yeah, I'm getting chills on that. Julian Assange is coming up. So this is a web. If they're gonna, it's this guy is connected to some stuff, and it's not good. Okay, so that's all I'm getting for that one, but that is weird. And I kept seeing that, so I know that when I get that kind of stuff, it's either it's going to happen soon or it's going to be something big, like it's going to be an important piece or something important about it. Yeah, very, very deep. Exactly. Those oligarchs, man, they've got their hands in everything. It just feels like believable. Get out of our country. Get out of our elections. Go away. Okay. Have there been any developments in the Matt Gaetz case? Are the authorities moving in on him? Okay. Yeah, another punchable face, right? All the punchable faces. Yes, punchable faces. Okay. So that's bad of me as I'm trying to read. Sorry, guides. Okay. He's loose. Um he has money trouble. There's something with his money. He's having money troubles. He's worried about financially, I don't think I can survive this. But my thought is if you're in jail, you don't, you get three hot in a cot. So he'll be fine. But it does feel like I need to, I'm losing my money. I don't know like if financially I will survive this. And I feel like there's going to be on top of like law things, there's going to be civil suits as well for him. So I just feel like this is it's once this starts rolling, it just goes. It's a little like Trump, a little bit like that, where it's like you just, and then all of a sudden all these lawsuits just start piling up. That's what it feels like for him. This is not good. Um, So I guess the short answer is yes, they're closing in on him, but his worries are about money. He feels like he can't um he's not going to survive this financially. Thank you everybody who's saying sorry for Lucy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was a dark couple of days, huh, Adam? We had a bad couple of days. Few days. Yeah. When will the world get serious about global climate change? There seems to be a lot of efforts to undercut responsible legislation and enforcement. Yeah, there's I guess a worldwide march, I think, tomorrow for like students or something. I don't know. I got an invitation for it. I'll have to look and see what it says, but it says like in San Francisco. I think they're doing one. So 1 second. So I just heard we're moving on without them. So I feel like there's always going to be kind of these people in the background saying like, it's not real or we don't have to do anything, but they're not going to be the ones making the decisions anymore. It's gonna change. And then we'll just move on without them. Um, I also feel like as soon as I want to say about 3 or 4 years away, it feels like invention. Like there's all these inventions that kind of clean up the air or clean up the atmosphere. And I feel like I keep hearing something with magnets. Magnets, like instead of, I don't know, I don't know anything about magnets, but something like that, like it will replace like stuff to do with magnets will replace other stuff that we normally use like gas and stuff for. So I don't know what that is, but I've heard that before too. Oh, so Mim said, yes, magnets are going to be big. I don't know what that means, but I keep hearing that. And I keep hearing like it's almost like inventing the wheel. I mean, it'll be like that kind of inventions. It will be like, it will change everything. Thank you, Francie. Thank you so much. It's like, it will change everything. It will be like, oh, we don't even need to use gas anymore. Oh, we don't even need to use oil anymore. Yeah. So that's what, so I feel like, so it's not only like changing policies, but it's going to be like actual inventions that come out that change everything. So that's what that's what I've got. And that I've gotten for quite a long time. So yeah. Oh, Chiron said something about magnets. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay. Will Julian Assange ever be freed from Belmarsh prison in the UK? Okay, so that is weird because that he came up and with that Russian guy. So I feel like there might be something coming with him. Be freed, be moved. Maybe he might be moved. I don't know if he'll be freed, but I think he might be actually moved here. Because I felt like he was here already, but if he's still in the UK, I think he might be moved here for something. Yeah, I'm not getting that he's going to be. He might be moved. I don't feel like he will be let out of prison, but I feel like he might be moved here. Yeah. I think you're right, Lucy, and I think he might think that too, that he might be safer in jail, because he knows a lot. That guy knows a lot about a lot. Thank you, Janet. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Yeah, he could have the accidental window falling out of window thing that seemed to hit a lot of those people. So, but I think I think he might be moved. Will there be more fallout from the Pandora papers, or will the damage be contained? So I think there might be some things that come out. I got the feeling, and I remember when they hit, I remember saying to Adam that I felt like there were people that were like in charge of media that were in those. And so it might be kind of put aside, at least on some um, media outlets. Maybe not all, but I think some. Um, but I feel like there might be some more things coming out that are in the Pandora papers. I feel like too, they're still kind of figuring out what's in them, but I do feel like there's stuff that has to do with like network executives and stuff or something to do with like actual network people. So they may be pushing that aside or trying to push it aside, but I do feel like there might be some more information that comes from them that enlightens us all. Um, Interesting. What I think might happen actually is that we hear it from other countries. So maybe we might hear it from like the BBC or something rather than like, you know, CNN, like, stuff like that. Like we may hear it, but maybe not here because I feel like they're involved. So, or there's stuff about them I don't actually know what's, I don't think, I'm not exactly completely positive like what's in the Pandora papers, but that's what it seems like. It's kind of like, but yeah, I don't know if Adam remembers that, but I said, I think that this has to do with executives and they're going to try to keep it hidden. So, but I think stuff's going to leak out, but it may not be from our news outlets. It may be overseas. Interesting. These people. Does Biden have a major decision in December to make about Trump? I don't know if this is in December, but I feel like there might be an actual arrest warrant for him. Um, or maybe he'll be asked to appear with the committee or something, and they have to refer him maybe that's what it is. They have to refer him to in criminal contempt. I bet maybe that's what it is, you guys. So they may be wanting to call him and they may have to decide. And that I know that wouldn't be like a Biden decision, but the reason it may come to him or is because, we have this thing about we don't put our political enemies in jail, but if they're criminals, they're criminals. So put them in jail. But I think that may be why it's a dilemma for if for Biden to support it. But I feel like maybe they're going to call him. The committee might call him, and if he won't show up, which we know he won't, they may have to refer him for criminal contempt. Though that's what I'm putting my money on, but it feels like some kind of criminal like charge or something. So I'm just that other stuff. I'm just kind of like this is kind of what it feels like, but I can feel like there's some kind of like criminal charge or something that is like he has to weigh in on kind of. And again, I don't know if it's actually in December, but it feels like it's soon. So I guess it could be December, could be January, could be November. Not soon enough, though, for me. Is Kyrsten Sinema a Republican in disguise? No, but this kind of big money is something she sought out. It's like, how do I get in on this game? How do I get in on this? So the people that are bankrolling her now, she sought them out. And it's what she wanted. It's kind of like, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to get in on this game? So the only thing I think that's like her as a Republican is that she's kind of unprincipled. She kind of will she doesn't want to be poor is basically what it is. She wants to have a certain lifestyle. I really feel like she likes having money. Isn't that sad? That's so sad. But that is what it is. Metal Twister, I hear you. I know. You have to be optimistic because, and these people, I mean, yeah, they're not going to win. They're not going to win in the end. They're really not. They may win battles here and there, but they're not going to win. So don't, it just, just don't see it that way. So, they're just making things difficult, and that's who they are. They're just, jerks that want to make things difficult for people and make life harder. And we don't want it to be harder. So we're gonna, there's way more of us than there are of them. And there's, I had about 1,500 messages sent to my dog, Lucy. That is the goodness that's in the world. This little tiny dog. And people sent message after message. It was unbelievable. And it gave me such hope for humanity. I just thought, if people can care this much for this little tiny thing, this little tiny dog, Lucy, we're going to do this, you guys. There's too much love in this world. I'm telling you, there's far, far, far more good people than there are crappy people. And we just have to not get exhausted. We just need to keep on, it's annoying that we have to keep on fighting, but we have to do that. We have to do that. So I did want to talk about real quick the Brian Laundrie. Somebody was asking about him. I didn't really read on that situation because the girl, Gabby is Cassie's age exactly. So I knew that I would not be able to read that very well and be unbiased about things. And I didn't want to see stuff. But I will tell you that I was talking to Cassie about the case, and I kept getting that he was in the South. That's what I kept getting over and over again, that he was in the South. And so I do actually think that is probably his body they found, but it's kind of weird because I think he may have starved to death, which is kind of weird. But there's something about his being really weak and stuff. So that's the only thing I could think of when I felt like what I kind of felt he died from was that it was I felt like it may have been exhaustion or I don't know, unless he had some kind of underlying health things. But they did confirm it was him. Okay, yeah, because I felt like it was, but it was weird though. I felt like it was he starved to death or something. So yeah. Anyway, okay. So yeah, FBI confirmed it was his body. Okay, so we know that now. I didn't hear that, but that I did feel like it was him, and I felt like that he was in the South. That's all I kept getting. So I heard lots of different ideas and stuff. And Cassie and I talked about it. I'm like, I keep getting he's in the South, so he's around his home. Anyway, Okay. China seems to be acting quite forcefully at home and internationally. What are you seeing there? Okay, with China. So there's something about ready to pounce. I feel like they're they're feeling like, the United States is kind of in a weakened state right now, and one of the things is the virus that it feels like they're like feeling like we're at a kind of a we're struggling, with because everybody's fighting everybody, but plus the virus, and it does feel like they've got their hands in a lot of um, they have their hands in a lot of things in the United States, but to me it feels more like company stuff. Patents, I just heard patents. So companies, patents, stuff like that. It feels more like around that kind of stuff. It doesn't feel like around like terrorism or even like misinformation. I'm sure they do get involved in stuff like that, but it doesn't feel like that. Like with Russia, it feels a lot like that kind of stuff. This feels like big business and like business people and patents and that kind of stuff. But it feels like they're ready to pounce. They're like taking advantage of the situation in certain areas, and that's what they're doing. So I don't understand economics, as you can tell. So was that the last question, Adam? Okay. Can Bruno Amato, a Democratic Navy vet, wait, what is it? Okay, so Adam said he needs to rewrite the question. Can Bruno Amato, a Democrat Navy vet that is running against Kevin McCarthy, win? Okay, can he win? Bruno Amato. Unfortunately, I don't feel like he has the backing to win. I feel like Kevin McCarthy, for as ugh as he has a lot of money behind him. And I just don't feel like this guy does, unfortunately, because I feel like, of course, he'd be better. He'd be better. Thank you, Carla. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I just thank you so much, you guys, tonight. I really appreciate it. And Lucy appreciates too. But yeah, if you didn't hear at the beginning, I just said we were going to give the money to her vet and to her the SPCA where we adopted her. And it's a local one here and the Vallejo Napa one. So thank you all so much. It was a show dedicated to Lucy. So I just don't think he can, at least right now, I don't feel like he has the money backing him. If the Democrats throw everything behind him, maybe he could. But yeah, Kevin McCarthy, I agree, Karen. Bleh. He's just so, I can't even stand. I mean, some of these people, like, I can't even stand to look at them anymore. I rarely watch the news right now because I can't with these people. I really can't. Oh, thank you, Bonds. Thank you, Bonds. And thank you for the cards you sent me. Those were so cool. She sent me some like sweets cards. They're like tarot cards, but they're all sweets and stuff. They're awesome. So thank you so much, Bonds. I really appreciate. Oh, and this bracelet, I'm wearing it. See? it's the lapis, and it has like a little, it's really cute. Anyway, thank you so much. And my wrists are unnaturally small. And so the fact you were able to find a bracelet that fit me was just awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Vons. Okay. What's the future for Jim Jordan? Bonus points. So he doesn't have one. Okay. Yeah, he has no future. Okay. Jim Jordan. Oh, thank you, Mama Jen, and thank you, Laura. Thank you. And Lucy thanks you. Lucy thanks you too. Thank you for sweet Lucy. Okay, Jim Jordan. Bonus points. Texts, emails. I just heard that. So there must be something coming on him for the committee with texts and emails. Somebody just said, explain yourself. There's something coming. So that's what I'm getting for him. There's something with texts and emails incriminating, not good for him. Texts and emails. There's something about a witness. So I don't know if he becomes a witness because, oh, thank you, Susan. Becomes a witness because they have stuff on, like he decides to be a witness because he has stuff against him. I'm asking if, and this is when I'm sitting here and I'm just quiet, I'm asking things in my head. So that's what's happening. Just if you're wondering, I'm just sitting here, I'm not saying, but I'm asking if they have this stuff yet. They don't have it yet. It's coming though. They asked for it, I guess, and it's coming. It exists. So it's, they've asked for it. And so it's coming. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I got. Oh, thank you, Archer. Thank you, Archer K. When will our current supply chain issues be resolved, or will they get worse? To me, it feels sporadic. I feel like it will get better over the holidays. Like it will kind of because places seem to over purchase or something over the holidays or over the winter or something. So I feel like it will be like things will be a little bit better. And then it will be kind of sporadic. It feels like, but it has to do with seasonal seasons. It has to do with why is something off? Do we have a shortage of workers or something? A employment shortage or something? Thank you, Sarah. I don't know what this is. Because I feel like there's not enough people, but that's kind of weird. But I feel like it's with the seasons, we'll see some like changes, like as the seasons, like between like the time that it changes from like, winter to spring, like those couple of months, it might be a little weird. Oh, truck drivers. Oh, okay. That's a problem. Okay. So got it. Got it. Okay. So I feel like with seasons, it's kind of like some things you'll see kind of a little bit of, changes through, well, as the seasons change, but then it will get better. So, it's going to get better. Don't worry. I feel like it's short-lived and it's sporadic. It's not like a bunch of shelves all the time. It's like it's here and there, and it has to do with people shortage, like there aren't enough people. So okay, so that's what it is. All right. So yeah, I was like, well, what does that mean? Okay. So yeah, but it will get resolved. It will take a little bit of time, but for now, during the turn of the seasons, you might see like some empty shelves or empty things or whatever. Oh, thank you, Love and Light. Thank you, EQ. Thank you. Beautiful Lucy. Yeah.
Kim, do you want to carry on? I have more questions.
Why don't we do, if we can do just like one or two more, and then we're wrap it up. Wrap it up. Let these lovely people get on with their evening. Okay. Oh, they might use drones to deliver goods. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it will be resolved, so it'll be okay. Is the Amazon rainforest going to recover, or are the lungs of the world collapsing? Okay. So I feel like it's going to be reinvigorated by something. So maybe it's like a couple of good years or something, or a few good years in a row. But it does feel like there are going to be some long-term effects from the time that it's been in decline or been bad. To me, it kind of feels like it has to do with like animals and plants, that kind of thing. It has to do with, because to me, it almost feels like it kind of shifts the ecosystem. It kind of like shifts it a little bit, but it's because and I even feel like there might be some like certain like insects that disappear and things like that, just kind of weird things, because I feel like it's like everything's just a little bit off, but it reinvigorates somehow. But it does feel like there are going to be long-term effects, but it's like plants and animals, insects. That's what I'm getting. So, and I have to like give you exactly what I'm getting, because I have Adam knows this. I have no knowledge of this stuff at all, as you can probably tell. I'm all blah blah blah, but I just have to give you exactly what I'm getting, because I have no like context or anything. So, hi Mary. Like, hello Kim. Okay. Oh, last question. Okay, what is going to happen to Brazil's Bolsonaro. Another punchable face. I can't stand that guy. Okay. I just felt like he's going to prison. Has he been arrested? I think he might be arrested and go to prison. I feel like he's completely corrupt. And I don't know anything about him except that I know he's like a lot like Trump. But I mean, that came through like loud and clear. It's like he's corrupt. He's going to jail. That's what it feels. So crimes against humanity. Interesting, because it felt like, oh, he's going to jail. That's why I was like, has he been already? It almost feels like it's already like, oh yeah, he's going. So, but he hasn't been arrested, right? Because it feels like this is upon him. Yeah, I think he's going to jail. That's weird. That was very like loud and clear. So that punchable face is going to jail. So there you go. The punchable face is going to jail. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys so much for showing up tonight and hanging out with us. It's been a hell week, hasn't it, Adam? But we thank you guys so much for all the messages and I read the messages to Lucy. She was sitting on my lap for I think about 24 hours straight while she was kind of just in her last day or so, and she just laid on my lap and I just read messages to her, and it calmed her down. It made her like relax. So I would read her messages. So thank you all so much. And Adam knows this because I kept showing her all the hearts that everyone was sending her. So anyway, all right. So I'm going to do my shout outs, and thank you everybody that donated. It's so sweet of you. And we'll give these all to Lucy Causes tonight. And I'm sure she can feel the love. And I'm sure we'll be seeing her on the camera at some point, and we'll if I get orb things from her, I will let you know. Absolutely. All right, so let me go back up here and I will say goodnight to people. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you, Sue, Terry, Mary, Marty Murrow, UB Jr., Peony and Roses, Kelly Scarborough, Melissa Miller, Ahisma 44, Mims, Lucy Phillips, Adam, Ron Unconditional Otero, Sue F, Martha, Andrea, Connie Brown, Lillian, Bonds, thank you again, Bonds, Ron, hey Ron, Chat, Cosmic, Chat Wadsworth, Cosmetoga Party, Swiss Dots Mims, Nancy, Joni, Lillian, Melissa, Miller, Donna O'Brien, Lucian. Thank you, Lucian. Thank you for your help tonight. Flora K, Joni S, Heather JM, Martha Aparicio, Sue F, Lillian, Donna Hensley, Laura, Noelle, Flora, Lisa Foster, Mimi Rose, M, Lillian, Marnie, Susan, Roxanne, Toby, Andrea, Cat Bill, Sue, Carolyn, Rice Experiment, Elephant Wildlife, Sharon Sipe, trying to go, Heather, 2535 Apple, Medium Kim, oh, thank you. JG, Aquarius Builder. I think I saw John of New on there for a while earlier too. Minuet Maya, Terry, Mimi, T-Barb, Roxanne. I feel like I'm getting the same people. Okay, Dinah, Paula, Dan, Artist Painter, Jessica Lynn, Suzanne, Constance, Palma Lee, Lori, Deb Heck, Donna O'Brien, Sparky. Okay. A-Lady, Rita Moon, Frida Stinger, Mike Calabrese, I think. Oh gosh. Arlene, Sweetie Darling. Thank you so much. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Steph S. And I feel like I missed I think I missed this one. Who's that? Samelia. Thank you, Samelia. Thank you. I think that's hopefully almost everybody. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Rochelle, Deb Heck, Donna Newhouse. Oh, we could be here all night and I could just say everybody's names. Adam's cutting me off, but I do this at the end, Adam, because I don't do it at the beginning. Other people do it at the beginning. They don't like that, so I'm just doing it at the end. Bam, bam. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being this special Lucy broadcast. Our love to little Lucy. Yeah, it's loving. Exactly. Barbara, Rita, Irving. Thank you all for your donations. They will go to Lucy causes tonight, and I just appreciate it so much. Thank you, Karen. We love Lucy. We do love Lucy. Francie, thank you so much. Steph, S, everybody. Good night. Thanks, everybody.